Biggest story out, of course, is the Walmart Massmart deal. We had Walmart ending the day 1.76% stronger, closing at 142 Rand and 56 cents. Do you think that this deal and the announcement, the fact that the Competition Tribunal says it can go ahead, has been largely priced in to this Massmart price?
Overall, we view it as a positive for South Africa in general. That is an investment destination rather than anything else. Do you think that should there have been too harsh conditions, particularly with respect to quotas levied on the deal, it may have actually been a deal breaker more than anything else. So considering that most of it was more labour related, we do view it as good and a good chance that the deal goes through, and that reflective in the market today. It did pick up off the lows of the day around the announcement time.
So what would your play be on Massmart at this point? If you do hold, clearly carry on holding, but if you are not in Massmart at this point in time, would you be buying on the back of this news?
Overall, that would have to be dependent more on your view on the retail sector. Generally, we aren't that positive on the retail as a whole. If you're playing it for the takeout, then the approach would be to hold. Away from that, you would also look at it as a possible exposure into Africa, which is really where Walmart are positioning themselves for future growth. So to play that, you would also look to have exposure to Massmart.
Michael, with regards to Telkom, more bad news coming through for the fixed line operator. Headline earnings per share expected to be between 25 and 45% lower. Also big issues with the likes of the sale of Multilinks. We know a portion of that has already been done, but still a large chunk remains. Your view on this company and whether you think that Telkom finally has hit the bottom?
Telkom has managed to disappoint for the last while. There's still ongoing management issues there. They've had a big turnaround in management, and one must still question the ability of them to actually implement a turnaround strategy and delivery of their businesses as a whole. It looks like retrenchment costs, as well as the launch of their mobile offering, adding to the weakness in that result. Multilinks isn't a good result, that they aren't managing to be able to sell it. You have to watch that space. That would enable them to actually put more time into SA as a whole and concentrate on the operations domestically rather than something that has gone rather awry in Nigeria.
With regards to the overall market space, of course, JSE All Share ending the day in positive territory, quite volatile at this point in time. What are your sentiments with regards to where markets could be headed? We keep seeing this volatility. We see risk on, we see risk off. What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge going forward?
Overall, biggest challenge still remains the European debt story. That, until we get some kind of resolution on that front, which at this stage looks like only somewhere around the end of June, market will probably tend around these kind of levels. The overall influence and direction is really driven from offshore rather than anything from a domestic point of view.